coming to International Business Accounting or IBAcc PCU.
Lovely. Thanks very much, Alan. Should we have a seat?
Yeah.
Marvellous. Lovely. Thank you very much for having me here.
Oh no, it's my pleasure. Right, so James, just in this short interview, I want to ask about your experience pretty much in Indonesia. But before that, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, certainly. So my name's James Wright. I'm from the UK. I'm a senior lecturer at the University of Lincoln. I'm an ACCA qualified member, so I've been FCCA now, so that's a fellow. Away from my studies and teaching students, I'm a big marathon runner as well to make sure I keep myself fit. I'm a Leicester City fan for any football fans out there who are looking to come to PCU. And amongst that, I like to go travelling and teaching students around the world. So I actually YouTube and produce content online. So any students can go and check that out. And these are the sort of collaborations that I'd like to develop more at PCU with some of the students as well.
Right, thank you. It's very good to hear that. Right, now next question is actually, in the first place, what convinces you to actually come to Indonesia, especially to Surabaya, with the heat that is scorching hot in the afternoon compared to UK?
No, really good question. As for the record as well, I've never been to Indonesia before in my life. It's one of those things, you see it on the map and you go, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to go there? And one of the major deciding factors for me to come to Surabaya was the actual team at IBAcc and at PCU, because we've done some collaborations in the past online, so engaging with the students. We did some online talks, and it was with the professional body ACCA.
Exactly.
And when I met some of the students online and we did a few little classes, I just went, oh my word, they are so nice and so keen and just so energetic. Even with it being online, wouldn't it be fantastic to go and meet them face to face? So it was a combination of the students, absolutely brilliant, the staff who have been so supportive, and also the sort of excitement to say, wow, Surabaya, what's it going to be like? And it hasn't disappointed in my time since I've been here.
Well, that's good. That's awesome. Okay, you've been here for about a month, is it?
Yeah, give or take.
Give or take. Yeah.
It was a bit of a shock at the start from the airport. So anyone who's considering maybe coming to Surabaya for the first time, or you're maybe doing some research about PCU or IBAcc on there, honestly, it's just a crazy place. But once you get settled in and accustomed to the heat and the atmosphere around the place, everyone is super friendly. Everyone wants to make friends and say hello. And also when you come onto campus, everyone's super welcoming, from the security guards who are here to the admin staff, and then the other academics who have just welcomed me into the team as if I'm one of their own, really.
Oh, that's cool. How about the experience with PCU, with IBAcc, though, as well as with the students that you teach?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, first of all, in terms of IBAcc, the celebration that we had, was it the 10th anniversary on there?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely amazing, where myself and Alan were judges, and we had some students who came in and actually gave a presentation about a business proposal on there, and you just go, these students are 17, 18 on a stage with how many eyes looking at them and the confidence they radiated, and it was one of our first experiences here, and I just went, that is fantastic, the exposure that PCU and IBAcc give to the students, that these are real world skills of public speaking, which is one of those skills that people do not like to do. And the students were so confident, they engaged with the audience with their message to get across, and then finally, which was really, really important for me, is the answering of the questions at the end, that the students took their time, they were very articulate, they went back to the slides and delivered some really good answers well above their age, and I think it was a fantastic event.
Fantastic. That's awesome to hear that. We've been trying to help with the students. And it's good that this is actually coming from you, James.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, it's not just that event. PCU as a university as a whole. I'm delighted that you, Alan, from the team took me to the recent event at one of the malls, which I was expecting a sort of little thing where there might be a stage and it might, it'll say PCU and it'll get some people in. But it was a whole bazaar. And the atmosphere and the energy and the diversity of food and people and ideas And just to give you a little flavour for what PCU could be like, if you're a student thinking, I might go there, or I'd love to know more about it, I'd highly recommend just coming to one of the events where you can talk to some of the staff who are just quite simply walking around as well. So you can parents can go and have a chat to them as well. So make the most of it, engage with the university, and just see what it's like, get a feel for it.
Oh, cool. Alright, so next one is probably the most important questions that I would like to ask. Actually.
That's okay.
Yeah, you've been traveling around the world, and I know that you have been teaching in multiple different universities across the world, right? My most important question is, what do you think about IBAcc PCU's curriculum standards compared to universities overseas?
Well, having taught here at IBAcc in PCU for some of the actual modules, so these follow the professional body accreditations for ACCA. So if you want to become a qualified accountant for ACCA, you have to do set exams that follow criteria, syllabus, that they need to be fit for purpose and up to standard. And from coming from day one into IBAcc, where I was provided with the correct books and materials through BPP, which is one of the largest providers in the world on there, which they update their syllabuses every year. So that's a massive tick straight away that all of the information is up to date, the students are getting the right materials on there, and then also embedding in there that the students are also aware of the other computer-based formats that they can use with the professional body, the other articles that even the students had already had some lectures, they were well on the way that they were using all the correct elements in their education. And that's a testament to the IBAcc team that they have such high standards that I would be looking to implement if it was myself on there, starting from day one of tuition. So I can't fault it. It meets the criteria for it. It follows all of the key syllabus areas that could come up on their exam. And then, like today, we've just gone through and done a couple of mock exams, which puts them through if they want to do the professional exam themselves. So it's massive ticks in all boxes for me.
That's good. That's awesome to hear that, James. Maybe the next one, can you maybe give a little bit of encouragement or maybe advices for our students?
I think for the students here, I've been, first of all, I can be only honest for this podcast from my experience. The students are so down to earth and proactive and engaging, not just with themselves, but also with the academic team, that there are no sort of walls in place that you can't go and speak to anyone. Even just walking around the campus, people come up to you, say hello, good morning, and it's a really good environment and learning environment to be a better person and to gain the right knowledge that can help you in your career into the future, no matter which area you want to go. So the students here as well, you're not just limited by saying I'm an IBAcc student, so I only talk to other IBAcc students. We have the business and management, we've got the marketing students, all on different floors that students can also engage with on there. And also it's finally the other collaborations that they have opportunities to engage with people like myself, have access to my networks, because the other thing I've found really interesting about meeting with students is they have real international aspirations to go to travel to Europe, to the UK, to America. If I can provide some advice from my experience and maybe put them in touch with some of my contacts, that could be just that change in their life or career that they would have never have had before. And that's one of the main positives for IBAcc and the opportunity a student would get here.
Fantastic. Right. Now maybe just the closing remarks about this interview, James. Would you be excited to come again to PCU and teach again in the future?
Absolute no-brainer, 100% yes on there. We've been going through, as I said, some nice revision classes, mock exams, tuition on there. Doesn't matter for me because the students, when they come to class, they ask really engaging questions. If they don't know something, they'll try and work it out themselves. And then also it's the other things that the PCU offer as well, not just the classes, but the extra activities on the side of it that really add value, that a student can come and talk to anyone, get involved with extra activities, and they become a more rounded person. And if they want to go work in a particular sector or in a particular field or area, they have someone here they can reach out to, or someone to give advice on it as well. So 100% I'll come back again, and probably recording more and more content that the students could find out online before they come here.
Yeah, thank you very much, James. And that's pretty much about the interview. If you'd like to know us a little bit further, check out our Instagram at IBAcc.pcu. Thank you.
Lovely, thank you very much.